Okay, um, we'll do a demo for bank reconciliation. In this demo, I will demonstrate bank reconciliation in Odoo 19 through two practical scenarios. The first scenario, it covers the complete invoice reconciliation flow, creating a customer invoice for OpenWood and totaling of 5,750 with VAT included, and then registering the payment for the bank and matching the bank statement line with the payment which will make it as paid invoice. Second scenario, demonstrate of internal bank transactions transferring 6,000 USD from bank A to bank B, showing how Odoo automatically generates journal entries through the liquidity transfer account, and reconciling both bank statements to complete the transfer. By the end of this demo, you will see how bank A balance moves from 17,000 to 16,750 USD, and bank B balances increases from 1,000 to 7,000 USD with all transactions fully reconciled. We'll start with bank A with the balance of 70,000, bank B with the balance of 1,000. We start creating an OpenWood invoice. This is the invoice number. I already created the invoice for a quick demonstration. So here we have our invoice. This is the invoice number, invoice date, the amount, and the due date, the amount, and the VAT, and the total. It's not paid yet, it's just posted. Now we'll try to register a payment of in bank B. In bank A, we try to register a payment for this. Let's register a payment for this bank. First of all, before making the payment, here we have our dashboard. We have bank A and bank B. Okay, bank A, we have the balance of 17,000, and bank B, we have a balance of 1,000. Now let's create a payment. I'll register a payment through the invoice itself. I'll create payment within bank B, the full amount, register. The invoice is now in payment state. In payment. Okay. Here we have the payment which been done. This one is a payment number, payment reference. It generates this entry: outstanding receipts and account receivable. If you want to know how this is taken this accounts as default, if we move to bank account A, we'll find that incoming payments is outstanding receipt, which has been added here instead of the bank account. Okay, so for now the invoice is in payment state. We go back to the dashboard. Okay, we have a payment received here, but it's not affecting our balance. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll try to create a transaction. Give it a label. We can say that we can give it something like this description. You can say this one from OpenWood. We add the partner, of course, and then we add here the amount. We need to take the exact amount, which is 5,750. This is the received amount. then add and close. After closing, you'll see this button will appear for reconciliation. You can set account, set receivable, set anything. I will do from here. I'll click here and select the payment we just did and select it. It will be reconciled. Now if we move back to our invoice, let's try to refresh it again. If we refresh it back, you see that it's been paid and the amount is being reconciled. Okay, so it's paid and reconciled with this invoice. Okay, great. Now let's move to the next point. First point, we did our invoice and registered the payment, and then we reconciled the payment with the invoice. So if we go back to our dashboard, we'll find that, let's go back to our account dashboard, we found that the payment has been removed and our balance has been increased. Okay, as mentioned here, our balance has been increased after reconciliation. Now the invoice states Gen 2 paid. Okay, let's move to the second scenario, which is the internal transfer in Odoo 19. Okay, we'll make an internal transfer bit from bank A to bank B for the amount of 6,000. Let's take this as a memo. Okay, this will be the transaction. It will be from bank A to liquidity transfer. Then we'll start the reconciliation. Let's move through the action. Okay, see here we have the bank A with this balance and bank B with 1,000 as a balance. Making an internal transaction, first you need to move through the bank. Then from here we can add here our description. No any pattern needed for now. We just need to add our amount from here, which is 6,000. It's a minus because it's out payment or outgoing transaction. It's not in. Okay, then I'll add and close. If I click here, I have options like reconcile, internal transfer, whatever. These are coming from here, so you can add your own models, and it's so flexible in Odoo 19. You can make it automatic. I prefer to use a manual. So if you click here and we select internal transfer, it's been now reconciled. If I go back to the dashboard, I'll find that okay, the amount has been decreased as mentioned here. But if we check the second bank, the bank B is not increased yet. First of all, let's check the general ledger. Okay, we have this account which is liquidity transfer. If we move to general ledger, let's type here, let's go again just for refreshing. I'll tap here the account liquidity transfer. You see the balance, it's 6,000. It's within liquidity transfer. Okay, if we open the transactions, we have a previous one which has been created and debited, cleared, and we have the new one which is 6,000, which is making a balance of 6,000. So what we need to do is to create the second entry or the second transaction. We did the first transaction from bank A, then we need to do the second transaction or the second reconciliation. Okay, I'll add this as a statement within it. I'll take this. I'll move to bank B. In bank B, I will add a new transaction. give it description, whatever. Here it will not be by minus, it will be as positive since we are receiving the money into our bank, and I will close. From here, click on internal transfer, go back to the dashboard. Our balance have been increased. If you check it, you see that we have these two amounts have been added, 1,000 and 6,000. If you go to the reports, let me move to general ledger. I'll try to get that account number, account code. Now you can see that the balance of the liquidity transfer is 0, which means that we did our reconciliation correct. So we transferred the amount from bank A to bank B, first from bank A to liquidity transfer, then from liquidity transfer to bank B. Then the both accounts now have been reconciled. This is why you found that the liquidity transfer is now cleared and it's 0. And our two bank accounts, this one account is now increased with 6,000, which made it 7,000, and this one have been decreased with 6,000, which give us this conclusion of the banks having these totals. So we created a demo checklist. We did our invoice and we did a registered payment against the invoice, reconciled it, which changed the invoice status to paid. We did a bank internal transfer and we did the reconciliations successfully. Thank you.